Welcome to the Bright Show. I'm your host, Kapitol HP. If this your first time tuning in, just give you a little background on the Bright Show. It's a very, very diverse show. We bring different people on from different walks of life, let them tell their story, from artists to singers to dancers, models, business owners, all of that. So if you like what you see, if you like the content, make sure you subscribe and like so you can check out more dope content. But enough of that. Today, we got a very special guest. Want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Anna B'dai.
Anna B. Dang. Okay, Anna. So you are an artist, right?
I am, yes.
Okay, so what made you get into being an artist?
Growing up, I had she wasn't specifically my grandmother, but my cousin's grandmother. She used to sketch and draw all the time, and I kind of watched her and I picked it up and started drawing. I've been drawing since first grade, I think.
Since first grade?
Hmm.
Do you remember the first picture you drew?
I do. It was a little boy out of the word boy.
Oh wow.
My
Um,
cousin taught me that though.
not really.
So.
So when did it become like a thing, like something you just hey, this is what I'm gonna do?
Maybe in 2014. 2014. I always took a lot of art classes growing up, but in 2014, I drew a picture of my brother. My brother had passed away in 2013, and I drew a picture of him for my mom. And I didn't think that I still had it, but it turned out really cool. So I was like, oh, okay. And so,
Now, do you think your passion, like losing your brother, and rest in peace to him, do you think that played a part in the authentic, the paint, the like the picture becoming so authentic?
yes, I am an emotional artist. So when I get angry or sad or whatever emotion I feel, then art is kind of like a place I run to. It helps me kind of release um, negativity.
Okay, so it's like a it's therapeutic. If I was to use
Yeah,
that word,
it helps me transform negative energy into something positive.
that's really dope. So when did it become like when did you decide to make it a business? Because I know you have events and stuff. So
Um, March of this year was my first event, but I wanted to do it prior to that, probably a year before that, but I was always kind of scared because I'm introverted.
oh man, I'm an introvert too. It's so hard for us as business people because we got to do the opposite of what we used to.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to in big crowds. I'm not a big crowd person. I'm kind of like the person that I need breaks.
I feel that. Um, now I've seen online because I follow you. I've seen online you had events. I want to support, but one of them is like I was painting some naked men. So I don't know. Is that the type of time you be on all the time? I'm just trying to see.
No, no. So the exotic paint parties. It was not supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be for couples who wanted to do some exotic painting together.
Okay.
But the people that I was kind of working with, it didn't work out, and so they backed out at the last minute. And then I had to figure it out because people kept saying, "Well, are you still gonna do it?" And so I was like, I ended up talking to this guy. We were talking about it, and yeah, it just turned into something, and it was.
So what was the feedback like? Because it was predominantly women as the artists, right? I mean, as
Mm.
the crowd. What feedback did you get? Like, what was it
Um,
like? Did people enjoy themselves or what?
yeah, I think they enjoy themselves. Well, I know they did. The model, he walked around, he talked to them, but it was really professional. Like it wasn't like a strip club
Okay.
thing.
So like they gotta just stand there and people paint.
Initially, yeah. So when he comes out, he'll stand and um the women will get a good look at him, but the canvases are already pre-drawn, so they're just getting a reference in front of them as far as shadows and stuff when they're mixing the paint.
Okay, so
So,
before he come out, there's almost like an image
mm,
already.
mm,
Okay, so he just come out and stamp it.
yeah, and then he'll walk around and encourage and
Okay. Do people get to paint on the people, or they just
no,
paint on the? Okay.
no, you just paint on the canvas.
Oh, so is that's gonna be a regular thing for you, or
Um,
what other kind of events do you
so
have?
I do kid parties. Um, I do kid parties, wedding parties. I also do custom art for people. I have a home decor line coming out in 2026.
And can you expand on that a little bit?
So it'll be kitchen decor, bathroom decor, living room. So every type of painting for your house.
Okay, so you expanding like you not
Yes.
just okay. That's super dope.
Yeah.
Do you have any business partners, or is this just something you do yourself?
This is just something I do myself, only because I can create home decor anywhere around the world. Like I could be on the beach just painting apples
Oh wow.
and making one time, and yeah.
So, what's your turnaround like? Because if you get like four people to request something from you, what's your turnaround like? Like somebody say, "Hey, I need you. My aunt passed away. I need a picture of her." Then another person, "Hey, I need a picture for my wedding." What's your
I tell people 3 to 6 months,
3 to 6 months?
depending on the size.
Oh,
But usually I try to do it a little sooner. It doesn't take that long, but I take my time with my stuff.
now do you require deposits or how does that work?
Yeah, half down, and then once I'm 75% done, then they send the rest of the payment.
Oh, okay. I sure was wondering how that works. So art takes time then. If you're saying 3 to 6 months.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
It also depends. Like if you want oil painting, oil paint takes longer to dry. Acrylic it dries fairly easy, but depends on how big you want it. Like
Okay.
so.
That's dope. Do you mind telling us what next event you have coming up?
I have an art exhibit June 16th of 2026.
June 16th.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been already advertising it or
Nope. This is the first time somebody
oh you
brought
gotta
it
hear it
up.
on the Bright Show first. Okay.
So yeah, the theme will be sexuality, spirituality, and Black history kind of mixed together. So
So why did you choose to combine the three? Because it's
because they're very powerful,
okay.
and I think that's a lot of my makeup. So I just kind of that's something I want to express.
Okay. All right. So moving forward, by you being, a business owner, you an artist, the state of the economy right now, what advice do you have for artists like yourself moving forward right now while things are going the way they're going?
Um, I hmm, I'm a do what you want type of person. So, um, I know that the economy. A lot of people look at you. It's all about perspective.
Right.
People look at the economy in different ways. Like, um, I don't really watch the news or anything like that, so I don't. I try not to have a scarcity mindset. I haven't been to work
Oh yeah.
in a
So
while, and I didn't have a backup plan, but it's working out for me. And if trust God, you believe in yourself, then anything is possible. You just have to keep going. So I'm not
so you basically saying don't get caught up in the perception of reality when it comes to the way things are going. It's all about how you view it
right,
and how you believe in your abilities. That's what I'm getting from it.
right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're an introvert, just like me. I could relate. And you got the business thing going. So how do you like to be approached, like by men that's interested in you, or like just people in general?
Um, you mean like places or just
Yeah, places.
Probably the grocery store, the gym.
You like
Not the
to
gym, not the gym, but like the grocery store. Maybe the grocery store.
really?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot. I've been online. There's been a lot of black women saying, "Don't speak to me at the grocery store
The
unless you're gonna
grocery
pay for my groceries."
Nah, the grocery store, the library, the library is probably where I'm at the most.
Okay.
Um, but the grocery store is fine. You shopping
Really?
for groceries, I can kind of see what's in your basket.
Yeah,
If you
you a
eat healthy or
first.
not.
And a lot of women be saying, "Don't say nothing to me at the grocery
So
store."
where you supposed to meet him at?
That's the whole thing. I don't, I'm just see. Even though I'm an introvert, I be tapped into society per se. So that's the talk. A lot of women are saying, especially black women, don't approach me at the grocery store unless you're gonna pay for my groceries.
Well, I think it's a science to, I don't know. Like, so say you go to the grocery store, you see a girl you like, and I don't know, maybe you see her a couple times. Don't speak to her on the first time, but like walk past her, you see her, then you see her again. It's kind of like a hey. And then you gradually maybe like that.
I think I'm just all about eye contact.
Okay.
Like if it's a certain look you give me, then that's my cue to like, you know.
Mm,
But
okay.
I don't know, that's just me.
Do that work?
It does most of the time because
Okay.
I'm not gonna stare at you. So if you, it's a glance. I can read women when it come to eyes. I don't know what it is. The eyes tell me, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I don't know a lot of guys that go to the library.
It's guys that go to the library.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Barnes and Noble?
I love Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bookstores, yeah. You approach me at Barnes and Noble, I mean,
Okay. At least you know a person can read if they there. So
exactly.
shit.
Exactly.
um. So moving into like, I was talking about how you like to be approached. Um. What's your idea as far as dating? Like, with you being in the field you're in, you like you got your own thing going on. Do you have a preference when it comes to your mate? Like what type of occupation they have?
Not really.
Not really.
Mm-mm. No.
Is it a thing to where as long as it's time is spent and things like that?
Um, so I like someone who has their own schedule. Like I don't have to be in front of your face all day, every day. I
Okay.
prefer not to do that. Um, yeah. You just gotta have your own schedule. You have to have your own thing going on. I don't want to be up under a person all the time, and I don't want a person to desire to be up under me all the time. So maybe a job where you're gone for like 12 hours a day.
Oh, okay. I got you. It makes sense. But introverts, that's how we are. It's like we want to miss you a little bit.
Yeah, and I like a guy with a routine.
What you mean by routine?
Like
Like
you have to have like the same routine every day. Kind of like
you won't get bored by that?
no, cuz I know what he doing.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. Um, so you are Gemini, right?
I am.
Are you into that kind of stuff, the zodiac thing?
I like my sign.
I bet you do.
um I see some characteristics in a lot of zodiac signs that I have known to be true.
Okay.
Like Leos. And then the compatibility thing, yeah, I agree with who they say that I am compatible with. I think Geminis are the most compatible with Aquariuses.
Yeah.
And my oldest son is an Aquarius. We
Yeah, I'm an Aquarius.
Now Leos, I believe that they're very prideful.
Hmm. You
Not
know,
that that's a bad thing, but yeah.
my longest relationships has been Gemini's.
I think one of my long ones was an Aquarius.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, it's the whole Aquemini thing. So
Yeah. And then we're air signs,
air
so
signs, yep, yeah, that makes
yeah.
sense. That makes sense. Um, so you say like a person with their own schedule,
Mm.
and again, I know you don't be tapped into the news and the media. I, as an introvert, I do because it's how I can collect data per se. So a lot of people talk about they saying that dating now is being like women are using prostitution like language. Like women are charging for their time, you know. So no, for real. this is what's going on in the real world. A lot of women are saying, you got to spend some money if you're not trying to spoil me, this and that. So my question is, what is the difference in your mind between courting and tricking?
Um,
Never been asked that before, have you?
no.
What
First off, I'll just start by saying I don't like dating. I think
you mean you don't like dating?
I'm not. I don't really like it. So this is the first time that I have been single since I was 16. I've been single since February.
So you was in a relationship from 16 up until February?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, you need a break.
I had two long term relationships,
Makes sense.
and dating is I'm strict. I'm very strict with my time, with all the things I have going on. Like my phone hours are from 4 to 7.
Dang. So you only available, hold on, you say your phone is only available from 4 to 7?
Mm,
That ain't really strict. That's a lot of time, though.
not really.
4 to 7? That's like 3 hours. Yeah. Okay, so is this just a phase you going through right now since you've been spent most of your entire life in relationships?
Probably. I
I see that.
yeah. But like, what's wrong with a guy spending money?
No, it's nothing wrong with it. I just think for me, it's the approach.
Well, how do you get approached?
Like, I had a woman I was talking to online.
Mm.
We were just messaging each other, and she asked me to pay her phone bill. Yeah, and I was like, no. I simply told her no. And she was like, men these days supposed to provide. She was like, you can just lose my number. But I'm like, your phone off. You lost your number already. But I'm like, so many women I meet, they just be, it's like they be feeling entitled. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it costs. It costs to do everything. But if that's the conversation right out the gate,
Yeah, I agree.
you know what I'm saying?
I agree. Um, I think that's awful.
Yeah. But it's going on out here.
But I also think like um and being honest, I would require from a guy what I require from myself. So if I'm already stable in the areas that most adults are stable in,
Mhm.
if I take myself to these certain restaurants and I go to the gym and I eat healthy and I read books and I invest in myself, then to have a guy come along and you provide nothing but a compliment every now and then, and then
Now that's fair.
I don't want to waste my time with you.
Right. That's realistic. That's fair.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
that's
I don't. I've already sustained all of my bills, and so no, I don't need you to do that. But if you see me working hard and you see me doing, I require flowers. I like flowers.
like flowers.
Yeah,
Do they still make flowers? I
yeah,
don't
I
even.
get flowers.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard a woman say that in a long time. So, you mentioned the Barnes and Noble, um, and that's another thing they talked about. Women saying they don't want coffee dates.
I
It's
think
like,
coffee dates are amazing.
really?
Yeah, like so. Okay, so my phone hours are from 4 to 7, right?
Right.
And then this is why I say I'm strict. So my phone hours are from 4 to 7, but then we have to be on the phone for like 3 months before we even go on a date. I don't want to be seen in public with everybody.
So you got like a 90-day rule
It's not really a 90-day rule,
or
but
a
it's
90-day
like
probation?
if I go out to eat with everybody for one, that doesn't work with my fitness goals.
I got you. Yeah,
And I just don't socially. I don't want to be seen with.
multiple people.
Yeah, I don't
That makes
I
sense.
don't really like the way that looks.
I get what you're saying. What you feel about like doing this duration of 4 to 7? How you feel about like FaceTiming?
Do not FaceTime me.
You don't like to be FaceTime?
No,
Oh.
I hate it. You
Which,
have to be extremely close to me to FaceTime me. And I think it's 3 people, 4 people that FaceTime me.
okay.
And that's like my mom and my 2 kids.
Yeah. I struggle with that cuz I just start back dating. So, and that's Yeah, that FaceTime and stuff.
You call somebody on FaceTime?
Nah, they was FaceTiming me. It just feel too policey. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll FaceTime me at the weirdest time.
Yeah, that's no, you have to ask for permission for that.
Yeah, you don't
Like, do
just
you
do
mind if I
that.
FaceTime you?
That's kind of like just popping up in somebody's house a little bit.
Well, I'm not against that if we're friends.
Nah, I'm against it. Period. I don't care who you. Only my kids can pop up in my house.
What about
Nobody.
your mom?
She got to call first, cause it ain't no telling what I could have going on.
I remember like back in the day, my mom used to just ride up on her friends and be like, "Oh, I wonder what such and such."
Nah, you can't do that these days. It be stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't just But I don't know. But yeah, that's been the thing. It's the FaceTiming.
Yeah, I'm not.
You ain't
Don't.
with that, huh?
And I don't like Facebook calling. Don't
Oh yeah,
Facebook call me and don't.
Messenger. That's creepy.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
I don't like that.
So how you feel about dating outside your race?
I've never done it.
You never,
Mm-mm.
you never played in the snow.
Nope.
Is it too cold for you?
I like my meat well done.
Yeah, that well done. That's crazy work. Um, so how you feel about the coin being flipped, like black men and white women together? Because that seemed to be a little more frowned on.
I don't care.
You don't care?
No, like people get one life to live, and like I said, I've worked with the deceased. It's over. When it's over, it is over. If you don't
Yeah.
go and live your life and have a good time before it's over, then what are you doing?
Oh yeah, you did mention you worked in a funeral home.
My first I won't say the name of it, but
Mhm.
it was very eye opening.
Your first what?
My first day.
Oh, for real? It ain't nothing you want to share that. What made it so eye opening? Like
I saw 17 pre-embalmed dead bodies all at one time.
how you was able to sleep at night?
That first night, no.
That's
I
crazy.
I just yeah, it was a little traumatizing,
I bet.
but it was I saw literally 17 of them.
I was a patient transporter when I was a shorty, and you know anything about patient transport in the hospital?
I just know you take them down to the morgue.
Yeah. So we came and got this lady. I never forget it because her name was the same as my grandma's name, and she died a tragic death or whatever. They had her in a bag. The bag was moving. Yeah, like her hand was moving. And me and the other transporter, we just looked at each other like, I'm like, we just gonna go ahead and take her to the joint. Like I don't know what else to do.
What?
Yeah, so
But
like
y'all,
huh?
but do they lock those? They
Yeah,
lock
they
them,
was all zipped up, but it was move. Her hand was moving.
and you guys didn't think to get her out?
Not why I ain't finna. Nah, it was probably. I don't. Nah, we just took her on to the morgue. What else we supposed to do? So you ain't ever seen no hands move?
No.
Yeah, well, I had talked to the doctor about it. I was like, that lady was moving a little bit, and he was just saying, I was like, sometimes the nerves still be going. So nobody ever like rose up and nothing like that.
Mm-mm. Nah. I did. I buried my. Well, I worked on my aunt. She was my first body, and I kind of recorded it on Facebook.
You recorded the.
I was documenting it on Facebook. This was years ago. Um, I asked my family if I can do her body, and my grandmother was like, "No." And I was like, "Well, I really want to do it." And so my uncle, he was like, "Look, let me tell you something. I'm going to let you do it, but if you mess her up, nobody in the family is ever going to forgive you. Do you understand
Damn.
that?" And I was like, "Okay."
So what did you have to do?
I had to get her dressed, put her hair, get her hair done, and do her makeup. But when I went there, the makeup, um, the makeup I had was crumbling right off of her because since she's deceased, the makeup doesn't blend, and so I had to make the makeup from scratch. And yeah, she turned out really gorgeous though, and everybody kind of was so.
So what made you leave that business?
Um, my brother is passing. Because it was back to back to back. So my 16-year-old brother passed in 2013. Then my 22-year-old brother passed October 2018. Then my 30-year-old brother February 2019, and then my dad Thanksgiving 2020.
So you lost three brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and then your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a lot to go through.
Yeah, it was at the time, but life teaches you a lot of lessons and it gives you a lot of blessings and different perspectives on things. So it's just how you look at it.
So do you feel like you kind of like checked out of reality
Definitely. And I think it's a great thing.
to be checked out of reality?
Hmm.
You don't peek in every blue moon.
Sometimes when I'm bored.
Yeah, it's always good to do that. Just see what's going on, you know.
Yeah. But I think that I'm very disconnected in those
Um,
times.
so getting back to like the relationship thing, how you feel about social media? Like, should couples be social media disciplined?
No.
What? And I'm asking that because I've seen women online complain about. I hate when I look on a woman picture and I see my man and her likes. What do you think about stuff like that? Like your mate hardening and liking other people's pictures and stuff like that. You don't have no issue with that?
I couldn't care less.
Yeah, well, you checked out, so you.
No, it's so like, is he only supposed to like you
Yeah.
forever?
Well,
If this makes sense to me,
he not supposed to let it be like I can't really explain it. He's only supposed to like you
only in his head.
in your head.
Okay.
That fair enough?
Okay.
I don't know. I was just wondering about that.
No, do you mind if your girl do that?
I prefer if I'm in a relationship, if I'm really feeling a woman, I don't think we should be friends on social media.
Oh,
That's just me.
okay.
Like I already know you in real life. I can reach out to you in real life. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be on your stat. You tell me what's on your mind in real life.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. No, but do you like girls' pictures?
Yeah. I like a couple of yours. No, I'm just being honest. So yeah, I do. I be hard and stuff. But you know, I don't be thirsty with it.
Okay.
You know,
I
so
think like it's okay. I'm not that pressed about that type of stuff.
okay.
I'm like I'm probably the girlfriend you have to have another girlfriend with.
Oh, whoa. Run that back. You so you saying okay. So you like poly.
Not necessarily.
So
I'm
what's
just lazy. So I don't feel like doing a lot of things and I don't mind if you find somebody else to do it.
oh. So you saying I'm just making sure I'm hearing this correctly because my ears are a little big. You're saying that if your man, you know, trying to get some action and you just not feeling it, he gonna say, "Hey, well, babe, you know, I'm just going to Sierra house." You cool with that?
I don't think I care.
Really? Damn, you are extremely checked out. you, I don't know
Like
what.
I don't have time. I just I don't feel like it. Like I
Oh,
don't feel like cooking and doing all of this stuff. Like if she could cook, bring me back a plate.
ooh.
I think I'm at that point. And I
Women
don't think that men are meant to be in monogamous relationships anyway.
talk about it. Finally, somebody said it. A woman said it. Talk about it. So, why you
I
say
don't
that?
I I think men are here to procreate and women are here to teach love and compassion and education and crown one another and we have these wine parties and all of this stuff and y'all be out fighting and working and hunting and doing all that hard stuff and then y'all come and we patch y'all up and feed y'all and send y'all back out there and we go back to drinking wine and crying and taking care of kids and
I'm gonna have to do some background check on you because you sound like you from the 18th century, 1800s or something.
no, I just think it's less stressful. Like I don't want to have to worry about where a man is, and I half the time I really don't care.
Okay,
Um, I mean, like I said, people you only live one time. Like have fun,
that's true.
and I don't think it's really that serious. A lot of people are infatuated, not love, but they're infatuated with somebody, and then they want to possess them, and that's what
Right.
makes it a little unhealthy.
It's amazing that you think that way because I followed this one woman and she said something about women that really made me think. She said women are like alligators. She was like, what women do is they'll find a man that's up, and then they'll grab them and sink them down to the water, sink them into their trauma, sink them into a lot of their stuff. But it made the analogy kind of made a lot of sense.
Well, I don't think that women do that. That's kind of
She said it. I
dark.
ain't say it,
It's
but it's
kind of
just a
dark.
yeah. But the way she explained it, she was like, they like to catch their prey. They be on the surface and they pull them because that's what alligators do to their prey. They pull them down to the water. But you saying you not on the alligator wave.
No, I think that people are individuals
Right.
and people should live as individuals. Like, it's good for the people who are married and they found somebody to live life um, along with them. I just think for me, I'm not there. And maybe I've been too traumatized,
I
but
was just gonna say that.
I'm not at that point.
You probably just need a little time because I really believe, and I'm not second guessing or challenging where your stance on it. If you meet the right guy, you're not gonna be okay with him going elsewhere when you don't feel like it. It's just right
Mm,
now. You think you're gonna be like that moving forward?
I don't. So, okay, I know it sounds weird, but I literally live like men should be out working, protecting, and providing, and all of that stuff. And I'm just here to patch you up and send you back out. That's why I don't require a man to be with me 24/7. Like, I kind of need my alone time. I'm a truly introverted person.
Okay.
I don't want somebody around me all the time.
Mm. All right. So now I gotta ask you this. Just listening to you talk and your outlook or your perspective on men should be out, women. You're not religious, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So do you think that if you meet a man that is religious, he's not gonna understand your mindset when it comes to that?
And that's okay.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Do you prefer men that are not religious, or do you not care?
I think I would like somebody who believe in a higher power.
Okay, but they don't have to be specific.
No, it doesn't have to be specific. No.
Okay. Um. So why does it? Why do we have to believe in a higher power?
Um, who you gonna run to in trouble?
You.
Oh no.
You said don't run to you. I mean, you say you here to patch them up, so.
Like, give you motivational quotes.
Oh, okay. Well, you ain't say that
Patch up
part.
wounds. Like, you'll be a nurse and heal him in the ways that women heal men. But um, yeah, no,
Mm. So, if you were, do you see marriage in your future?
no,
You don't.
no.
What's your thing against marriage?
I don't know yet. So all of my family I grew up with, my parents were married. All of my aunts and uncles were married, and they still married to the same people
Mm.
that they were with when we were kids. I just I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just listening to some of the things you're saying, I can kind of see why it's not a top priority right now.
Like, being bound down to a
Bound.
person, and being solely responsible
That one
for
person.
them, their emotions, and I think that's a big task, and I don't know if I want to dedicate myself to that.
I got you. I got you. Well,
It's too serious for me,
yeah, it is. It is.
and I don't really take life that serious. So
Mm. And you shouldn't really. It's just I feel like this is all just an experience.
it is.
You hear the experience. That's it. But I don't know. Some people make things more complicated than what they really are. But I don't know. It is what it is. So, with your events coming up, do you have like specific locations
I
that you have?
don't.
You don't.
Mm-mm. Nope. I think that's my next step is to get a venue. I need a building. So
like what size do you have in mind, like far as a building?
I haven't thought about it yet.
I haven't thought about that yet.
Mm-mm. Right now, I'm just working on the art exhibit for next year.
Okay. Now the one you had where they was painting the naked dude. What what kind of building did you have for that?
um, I don't understand the question. What?
Like was it a small venue or was it
Yeah, it was medium size.
medium
I
size?
can't tell you the square foot or anything.
Okay, now I was trying to see, like I'm trying to throw some ideas around, like you know, do you already have a core like following fan base when it comes to that, or do they just kind of determine depends on what kind of event you have?
I do mostly kid parties. I think I
Okay,
get hit up the most for kid parties.
that's cool. Have you been hit up by a celebrity yet?
Um, I don't know if he's a celebrity, but he's definitely like a buzzer.
Okay, you got like you got a name.
Yeah. I'm working on a custom piece for him.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm excited about
That's
it.
cool. Yeah,
And it's huge.
that's cool. And then like he probably can refer you to people.
Yeah, like he hit me up and he was like he just said he'd been watching my work and
Mm.
he wanted to buy a piece. I was scared to tell him the price, but I knew it was a huge painting. Um, and so when I told him the price, he was like, "Bet."
Oh dang, that's crazy. You
So
never know who watching.
I know, right?
That's why I tell people don't give. You just never know who watching. It be sometimes, and I learned that being in the hip hop, being in the industry, most of the people that don't have a lot of views, those are the ones that the celebrities are watching.
You saying I don't have a lot of views?
No, I'm not talking
I'm
about
just
that.
playing. I'm just
Yeah,
playing.
but you see what I'm saying though. Like I'm saying, like people who are not quite famous yet,
Mm.
the famous people be watching you.
Hey, you never know. That's
Yeah,
why
you
you
just
don't
know.
take life serious. You just,
Right, you just do.
and
Yeah,
that's why you can't listen to, what people say and how the economy going because it's really just what you believe and your perception of things.
real
And you
talk.
just got to stay positive. If you stay positive and keep your nervous system regulated, then good things will always come your way.
Now I saw you post about the nervous system one day. Or can you kind of explain that a little bit? Because you just said
Everything connects to your nervous system.
yeah.
So, okay. Say you want $1 million. But if you are trying to get there, if your nervous system is afraid of that, like if you still stuck on a scarcity mindset, say like how they were saying the food stamps were going away, and people are like, oh my God, how am I gonna eat? How am I gonna eat? And and you're stuck in that low vibration, and you are constantly worried because when you're worried about things, it runs from you. When you let it go, you magnetize it towards you. So that's why you don't chase, you attract.
Right. Okay, I heard that before.
And you have to be calm to attract. So your nervous. I don't know if you've have you ever took yoga?
Now I was finna say that is that all connected?
Uh huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So just staying calm in any situation. So my son recently had a car accident,
I'm sorry to hear
and the car got totaled. He got hit by a lady that was going 120 miles an hour. Um, the car ended up getting totaled. He called and he was like, "Hey, mom, I got into a car accident." And I've been learning patience. So I was like, okay. Finished my grocery shopping. And because I had to really just check with my emotions and kind of regulate them before I saw him, just because it kind of transfers. But no, just staying calm and letting things come to you. You should not worry about anything. And that's why I don't watch the news because it keeps you in a state of worry,
that. Very
it
much
keeps you
so.
in a state of fear. And then those are those low vibrations that you kind of really don't, you kind of always want to stay optimistic and positive. Like you're gonna eat.
Right.
if
You know what? Now, as I hear you explain that, working in the medical field, it makes sense what you're saying because I've heard people who say people who've been shot before.
mm,
They say the one thing you don't want to do is panic.
That's in any situation. When you're swimming and you panic, that's when you drown. But when you are calm, you float.
So how do you get to the point where you train your mind to be calm in situations?
I meditate. I practice mindfulness. I have singing bowls.
You know, you practice what?
I practice mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
Mhm.
What is that?
Where I just give gratitude for everything.
That makes sense.
And then reading a lot of books. Like I've been going to the library since sixth grade
Mm.
for 2.5 hours every day. My parents used to make us go to the library. And so just reading books, the more you know, the less reaction you have to a lot of things. And that's probably why I feel the way I feel about relationships. I've read a lot of different books on relationships and cheating. I've never dealt with infidelity, but
You never been cheated on
uh-uh.
that you know of?
No, it never came to my front door.
Oh,
But that's probably I can only imagine how hurtful it could be.
yeah. Um. So if you, so you're saying just staying calm whenever you hear some news, stay calm
Right.
every single time.
Like what are you gonna do if you if someone calls you from the hospital right now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to rush there, but whatever's gonna happen is gonna
Gonna
happen
happen
anyway.
anyway. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And you can be at risk for getting yourself into an accident or, you know.
Hmm.
But staying calm in anything, it'll always pass through.
And you know, the funny thing about that is I know better because I taught this in my breakup episode where I helped men deal with breakups.
Mm.
That was one of the first things I said is sitting down and allowing your brain to process what transpired. Just sitting down and just relaxing.
Mm.
You know, because if you keep entertaining, you know, that's how you go crazy.
Have you ever been broke up with?
Yeah, I went crazy. That's how I was able to come up with that.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
made you go crazy?
So I was with this woman for 10 years. And it's crazy because you from U City, right?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people she from U City, but we always kept it private. But I never did think. I used to make fun of dudes like when they used to get broke up with, like, man, what's fuck wrong with him? He's sick. And a woman will ever have me like that. Until it happened to me. Because you don't ever think a woman will leave you. Like a woman goes from being real warm to being cold. She go from always being available to non-existent. And then your ego is bruised. So what I mean by I went crazy is I didn't physically go crazy. I just started letting myself go
Mm.
because I kept sitting at home thinking she gonna come back, thinking, yeah, man, it was crazy. I started seeing ghosts and shit. So that's when I said, you know what? If I stay like this, I literally felt like I was about to die. So
Really?
yeah. So I'll show you what I came up. So what I did was I said, okay, look, I know what happened. How do I want things to be? Then I
Mm.
start thinking about how I wanted things to be, and then I start making steps on how to get better because it's like, okay, when you with someone, they give you the validation.
Mm.
Now that validation is gone, you got to give yourself a new validation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
You got to give yourself a new purpose. So everything that I did in my breakup lesson, it was stuff that I was doing. So I was learning as I was going.
Okay.
Yeah, I got better, man. It took me a long time. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
when your heart broke, that stuff hurt.
it's worse than a toothache.
But I think I've never dealt with heartbreak before either.
You never.
No.
Well, I don't wish that. I don't wish that on nobody.
Like I was sad, but like I literally started crying for somebody, and I felt so dumb that I
For real.
stopped.
Damn. Like, what am I crying for?
I literally was like, yeah, it didn't feel right.
Yeah, and then like what I was trying to tell guys too is you not you not missing the person. You missing the idea of the person. This is a whole different person now. You know what I'm
You can
saying?
miss the person.
Yeah, but it's you miss the idea of the situation. Like us making me dinner. We together. Now you ain't that no more.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do following a breakup
Mhm.
is to change up your routine.
I spoke about that too.
Like that's the very first thing to do. Okay, so my routine used to be with this person. Now I have to make a routine by myself. Like that's the hardest thing to do. Is just make a routine without that person.
That's facts because I said that too. I was like creating a new hobby, finding a new hobby,
Mhm.
things that don't include that person because they no longer including you no more. So you,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it was something. But what inspired me to also to do that is I lost a couple of friends to breakups. Like a friend of mine's her baby daddy took her life.
Oh.
So all of that. So I was telling guys how you could be going crazy and not knowing that you're going crazy.
Mm.
Like if you keep calling her, if you're not
Yeah.
taking rejection, you are already at the crazy stage.
Yeah. Have you done it?
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Look, now look, I was doing it. I kept calling and calling, and then when my friend got killed, and then we found out what happened, they was like her baby daddy called her like 100 times. I was like, damn, I called her like 100 times. I ain't realize it though. So I'm like, okay, so that's why I talk about that. Like you can't if you the more you call her, the more she rejects you, the more bruised your ego gonna be. And then you got all these high expectations, your hopes are up, and they steady getting let down. This is all contributing to that, to you losing your mind.
Yeah, because your nervous system
Nervous
is
system.
not
Yeah.
regulated.
Boy, boy, boy. Yeah, so
So
that's
you have to
something.
find something calming to do. But yeah, I heard breakups are hard.
They are really, really hard, yeah. And it took me like a couple years to shake that.
A couple years. You
Yeah.
don't think that's excessive?
Now it's excessive because she was still come back around, and then I'm thinking like, okay, we back together, and then she'll split. So she kind of drug it.
Mm.
But once I realized, like, hey, she just playing the field. She just kind of keeping you on ice while she tests the waters. That's when I realized, like, I just cut it loose, and then that's when I had to give myself that new identity. And a lot of times, that's why breakups be hard because people play. If you just cut a person off and then it be that, sometimes that's a little easier to deal with. It may take a little minute, but once a person realize you done, but if you keep going
Yeah.
back to the person,
Or stop letting them back in. Do you spin a
hey,
block?
huh?
You spin a block.
Well, then, yeah, I let her spin a block, but then, nah, I stopped it because once I realized what was going on, the last thing that happened that made me say, you know what, I gotta cut this off. She called me and asked me to get some tickets to a concert for us, and something in my mind told me don't get the tickets, bro. But me being me, I got the tickets. This is in June. Concerts in August. She 2 weeks before the concert, she pops up at my job. I need to talk to you. I just knew it was something. Yeah, I've been seeing this guy and he bought tickets and I didn't know it. So I ain't gonna better go with you. And that part made me mad because it's like, you play with my money. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you could just take another young. I'm like, nah, it don't work like that. So that was the end of that. So if you ever, I don't see you getting into it. But yeah, people would play with your time. Just don't let nobody play with your time.
Uh, yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
That's why I keep a busy calendar.
yeah, but it's like human nature though. One day you don't think you'll let your guards down just one day, one time.
I may. Today just not the day.
Yeah, I don't see it being a day. I don't see it being a day. Um, so if this is my last question relating to something dating, if somebody you involved with wants you to do a painting of them, how do you make it not make it business? Would you do it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was wondering about that. Do you?
I definitely would love to do that. I would.
Now, do you make exceptions for family members and people you know, friends and stuff? Or is your price is just your price?
I don't charge my family and friends, but it's gonna be on my time.
I got you.
So if I'm like doing some business stuff, sometimes I get tired and I'm and then frustrated with some part of the painting,
Mhm.
but I can go to something fresh. I'm like, oh, let me. So I kind of bounce around.
But what if it's something like they need though, like in a certain
I'm
time?
not the person for you.
Really?
No.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Like I have learned over the years that I can't make other people's tragedy my tragedy. So if a family member is like, "Oh my God, I need to borrow some," right. That's your tragedy. That's not my tragedy, and I can't. You can't make me rush for you.
I got you. So the only person or only one that's a priority is your kid. That's basically what you're saying.
Yes, my children.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show. I've been wanting to interview you for a while. You know.
Well, thank you. I'm honored.
Yeah. So before we leave, can you tell the people how you can be found, what you and one last time about the event, the date, and.
Okay. I am Anna B'dai on all platforms. And I have the art. My art exhibit is June 16th, 2026. So stay tuned, guys.
What about your social media? Like how to find you?
Anna B'dai on everything.
Okay. Can you spell it?
ANAB''DAI.
Okay. I used to say Anna B die. I've been saying it wrong this whole damn
I
time.
think a lot of people do. It's B'day.
Okay. Well, this is the
B'day.
conclusion of Bright Show. Thanks again for coming to the show. It was a pleasure.
Bye.